Hey everyone, and welcome back to Digitally Twisted Media. We're going to go over some entertainment news right now. All right, we're going to talk more specifically about Apple's upcoming augmented reality, virtual reality headset, and basically how it's going to go after Oculus. So Oculus, as we all know, was a company bought out by Facebook. Facebook swiftly turned into, nowadays, the metaverse. Metaverse, basically everyone lives in a virtual reality world. I prefer to keep my virtual reality limited to video games and education. Like when I use virtual reality, I had a headset that I haven't touched in like over a year. It's this old outdated model right here. I never got the Oculus 2. I use it for like Skyrim, which I modded the crap out of it. And then I use it for like educational apps and games as well. And it was actually pretty cool. Now, the one I remember most was the International Space Station. I was able to like maneuver around and throw myself, experience like actual like zero G, look throughout the entire International Space Station. It was crazy. It was awesome. I really enjoyed it. And then of course Skyrim through virtual reality. But one thing I remember is that it was fun to play. It was also fun to stop playing. But currently both Metaverse, Meta, i.e. Facebook, and Apple are kind of heading in a direction where they just want everybody to always be surrounded by augmented reality and virtual reality. Good or bad, it is pretty interesting what they're attempting to do, but let's see exactly how Apple is planning to take on the Oculus. Now, a lot of the rumored specs include this 4K micro LED display, so a little dual 4K right here instead of like the other ones like this one. This guy right here is not dual 4K, I'll tell you that much right now. And the cord in the back, although it's great because it connects to my computer, it's a bit of a chore. It has Wi-Fi 6E support, so basically really fast. 15 optical modules and eye tracking, okay? So it's gonna track your eyes, blink, everything like that. Now, it may not even have controllers though, so that's the interesting part, because even the Oculus still has these crazy little hand controllers, and these were fine. Like, I barely even noticed these. Play around with them, do whatever. Not that big of a deal. But they're looking to do away with that, and hopefully not like that old Xbox bar, the one you're talking about, the little sensor bar. I can't remember the name of it. It's such a... Thank you. Kinect. The Xbox Kinect little bar that tracked your arms and your hands and legs, but when you actually looked at your avatar, they looked like some kind of like disembodied freak show with their legs spinning up all around all over the place. So we'll see how that goes. But they actually have been working on it, so they do have some backing with it. Now, they've had a lot of people that have worked on augmented reality with their ARC kits. You can see it right here. Apple augmented reality. Their augmented reality was basically like you had a piece of paper, you scanned it, and I've used this technology for, like, I remember I first was introduced to augmented reality through a Final Fantasy VIII app where you scan a white piece of paper and then you put your favorite Final Fantasy VIII character, and they would like spin around in a circle with new high definition graphics. Good fun, let me tell you. Hours of entertainment. But anyways, so they're looking to get a headset that does both augmented reality and virtual reality. Now, the one problem is, especially with this one guy, Greengard, he's like this individual right here. He's pretty big in the technosphere. So yeah, he's the Avi Greengard. He's founder of Techsponential. I don't know. So supposedly whatever that is, that makes him really high up in the food chain of saying, hey, this is good, this is bad tech. He's saying that their biggest problem, and I kind of agree with him, is what's the purpose of virtual reality, augmented reality, okay? Video games are more relevant today, or prevalent today than before, but they haven't really, I don't feel like, taken over everything. There's still a lot of people I know that wouldn't even step foot anywhere near a video game store, that wouldn't touch it. It's just not their thing, okay? People are still into cars. People are still into airplanes. We're getting flying cars coming around here pretty soon. People are into sports. People are into playing sports, watching sports, all sorts of stuff. Heck, when I go on YouTube, I still see like crazy, like huge mud shows where like a bunch of people from the South will go in one area and like every single one of their women or girlfriends is wearing like a thong for some reason, and which I'm not complaining about, trust me. And they're like hooting, hollering, and driving around mud and having a great old time. Okay, I have never seen anybody have that much fun playing a virtual reality game. Never. Not going to. Never going to. And when I worked for GameStop for a while, we had like no success with our virtual reality. Like people come by, but it was more like a gimmick than actually something serious. It's just the band's really just not there. It's interesting, but it's just more like a gimmick you mess around with every once in a while and then you leave. Like when I play my virtual reality games, so I have not in like almost 2 years. I'd play for like maybe 30, 45 minutes max, and then I was done. I was like, it's not really that relaxing. It's interesting, it's fun, it's whatever, but man, you get disoriented if you play too long. Okay, so what is Apple exactly looking to do? You got the dual 4K micro LED, you got the Wi-Fi 6E support, 15 optical modules, eye tracking. They're looking to create and basically dominate the augmented reality and virtual reality hemisphere of the games. Basically shove Metaverse off to the side. So this is what they have to say about it, is that it'd be no-brainer for Apple to integrate both of those products into its AR and VR headset. And they're talking about the Apple Watch 7 and the Apple Fitness Plus. So basically all Apple services, products, like their watch and everything, into one module. Now, it's not really getting hit too hard, but it's like people are excited, 4K dual spec, that's pretty good. Problem is, you can see right here is the price tag, $1,000, okay? $1,000, you have to be either a Silicon Valley elite, you have to be a hardcore tech guru, or somebody who really just loves virtual reality to drop that kind of money. Like, that's a lot of money. Now, I remember the Vive headset. That one was pretty expensive. I remember correctly, it was more like $1,400, something like that. But I don't really hear a lot of talk about Vive, and I don't think they've ever gone with like actually cordless. So these people, Apple asking for $1,000 for an AR VR headset, not really quite there. But anyways, so it plans to release it pretty soon. The second one they want to release, basically the more advanced one, the headset they want to release in 2023. And then they want to release their Apple glasses. Now, I don't know if people remember, but Google also attempted the whole glasses thing where like augmented reality, they pop it on and they walk around, and the guy who was trying to push it through Google was like looking at things through his glasses and had like his kid in his hand and was just like mindlessly walking around. And that's kind of what I see it as. It's like, I don't really think it's absolutely necessary to do this. It's fun, but I don't think it should replace everything. Like anything, this AR, VR should only be just for like meetings and how to like improve meetings or make business meetings more interesting or help to, supplement training or onboarding practices. But I don't know. So it's interesting that now that Metaverse has somebody who wants to take them on, who's making their own headset. For Apple, it was a no-brainer. And I could see Google, honestly, Google just being right in the back burner trying to do the same thing. Especially after their disastrous Stadia launch. It just really, in my opinion, just went nowhere, and I think it's still going nowhere. Anyways, let me know what you guys think. What do you guys think about virtual reality? What do you think about augmented reality? Do you really think it's something good that's worthwhile here? That's something we can skip on? Are you super excited for this, and you want to can't wait to slap it on and get into the zone, whatever virtual reality universe you want to live in? Let me know in the comments below, and we'll see you guys next time.